All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Try 50. Go.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
First couple snaps, first drive of the game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the jaw and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Lawrence now off the play action. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Penalty drops him at the 1, so they've got a couple of shots left at it. It's 2nd and goal. Design run for Lawrence. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. First down now, ball at the 33. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 19 Warriors.
Now it's Milrow. Taking a shot deep here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go. Viking, 70, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Gets everything he has under this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 20-zip lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars push their lead to 21-zip already. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
This is Walker on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second Pirates, cooking my team.
Milroe throwing on third down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Hey, run!
Lawrence working from the gun. Completed over the middle. Jukes away from one. Rolling into enemy territory. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that gives them first and goal. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 21-0 our score. back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're back for the start of the second quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6. First and goal. Here's Tootin. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars continue piling onto this lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. To throw. Here's Milrow. Fits it through the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's a good find from the Alabama rookie, and that'll give him a new set of downs. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Walker on first down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. From the gun, Milrow, going all the way to the end zone here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They'll throw, third and long. Horton down the field, and he's got it. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. They give up the gut to Walker. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Cut near the goal line. That's a Seattle touchdown. Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10. Hand off to Tootin. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. They'll go again here with Tootin. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up third and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied, knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there, so it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Go play action here. It's Milrow. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A gain of 26 yards there. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body, and these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Walker will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Come on.
And going play action. He rolls to his right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go. Pass the 60.
Pistol now for Milrow. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks chop some of the lead off before the half. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. He's going deep. Into the crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Throwing here, Milrow. Look at that power, deep left side. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Milrow looking to throw. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Jaguars getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Lawrence in the pistol. On the move, headed right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Milrow from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Walker running to the right. Kicks this one outside. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Milrow's going to sneak it. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a 1st down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
Tootin on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. And no margin for error.
2nd down give to Tootin. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1. And now they're left with 3rd and 7.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And the defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinals. Go, Reed, go.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him. but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Now an inside give to Walker. He dodged the tackle, and he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Milrow. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Ran it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Lawrence with it on 1st. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Running from the pistol, it's Stewton. Room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Jaguars have the football, and they're going to be up a couple of scores as we start our 4th quarter.
Waste of time.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Done. It's a touch. Keep pushing the ball. Keep pushing. Gun. Go, go! Take a play here. Take it to him. Take right open. Keep him up. Take right.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. Jacksonville in punt formation. It's fielded at the 14. And this return finally comes to an intention was to give his guys a short field. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey! Grab all 80. 19 tight.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one gonna go against the D. We got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. New set of downs for him from the 31.
18 Rattler. Tag. Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. Go.
First down throw here from Milrow. Hits him on the in route. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
19 Lions. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Milrow with it on first. Completes. It's Horton. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Panther 11. Warriors 70.
From the gun, Milrow. Drops back. Needs an open man. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. To throw, here's Milrow. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down. To the air, Milrow. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Lawrence working from the gun. Getting out to his left. He can run it, and he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Red on red.
Tootin gets it from the gun. All the way across near the field before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Going to the ground again on first. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Hey, go, son, it's hot.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Hey, son, it's hot.
First down throw, Lawrence. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Frank. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Shaheed now to return. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19.
Throwing now, Milroe. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives them a first down. All set to go now from the 35. Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. That's Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
Bronco leading. Warriors 17. 18, 5 in.
From the red zone on 1st. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yes, that's just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called.
And he'll get into the end zone and make this a one-score game in the fourth quarter.
You know, this game could be pretty simple. Beat the man in front of you, carry the ball over the line, rushing football at its finest.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Hey, tomato, tomato!
Inside give here for Tootin. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Hey, coach!
On 1st down, they'll run. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he has the Jaguar 1st down, Brock. They can run out the clock on this wing.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Red on red.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Sends this to the end zone. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 2nd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
They're going to pass it here. Taking a chance to the end zone. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, hey!
Back to throw. Going deep here for the end zone. Well, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.